not me, I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presents in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you. Get over this.
What time y'all play today?
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash,
Yeah, I'm gonna want to watch that game.
look at the cash, bubbling.
Okay. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you. Curry gets the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about $1. More money mean more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, rain. Got up.
Yeah, man, somebody got beat all state over there.
Deal of a new, giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakish. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
Everybody been having a hard time getting it done in the AFC.
You back to kudo. You and no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles love like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like Hummus, see them. Echo back with the my flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new. Deal of a new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You back to kudo. You and no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
I gotta put somebody on them Texans.
rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sister by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning.
Man, where's this guy at, man?
I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture me. You got this picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russia. Ladies should never be luggage. My diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly on. They call it for me and they. You want me like you know. Yeah, her Rex on her. Yeah, B-Rex better calm down. Yeah, if you go around, come around. Yeah, whole squad. Yeah, squad goes on me. Yeah, make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah, Farrakhan glasses for the chosen. Yeah, you can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth and who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad man. You too. Dripping my
Oh,
swag.
watch this, man.
About tag on I got it in the bag now. Getting all type of cash. I'm a general true. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like lemon and skipping school. That's some truancy about it. Some rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sister by the morning. I got on the meat on the morning. Rats keep me up on the whole year. I had a in my shoulder. You got a vision.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new baby alert, don't be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like lemon in the morning, skipping school.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears.
What's up, bro?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22
Your schedule
yard
opened
line.
up yet? I got a team open.
I'm still with the same league.
Yeah, you know, we still GRIDiRON.
I was wondering how they look. How they, y'all probably like.
No, this team is stacked, dog. This is RP team. He got it. He got them loaded. You got a 99 speed receiver. It's like the best team that I ever had open. For real, for
Throwing
real.
on first down. Williams finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You say what?
So many times you hear today's
I said
NFL
my
described as a
schedule pretty
space
decent. I'm
game.
not playing
Get your
this
best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it
You
out
think
to your
it's
runner,
pretty
get him
far
out in the flat, and let him have a chance
Yeah,
to make
Monday
people
through
miss an
Thursday,
open
then,
field.
you know, the weekend is still the same.
On first down, Williams. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete here.
I mean, let me know if you could get in it and finish Madden out with us. You know, we only got about 3 more months left with this Madden.
That ball had to be
So if
gotten
you
rid
could do
of.
it, let me
Otherwise, he's
know.
gonna get sacked.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
That's still use Google.
Yeah, we still use Google.
They'll run it out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as
Say
he's
what,
up to
bro?
about the 47-yard line.
I said go ahead and send the air
Give
right
him
out, Joe.
3 on the play. And
Okay,
that'll make
I'm
it
in the
third
game
down.
right now. Right after this
Not a lot
game,
of room to maneuver there, and I think
stay
that's
in the
because
chat with
everyone
me.
took
I'll
care of
send
their
it to you.
responsibilities, filled their gaps, held
I
their
mean, the
place.
Texas is
No
good,
place
bro.
for him
They
to
got
run.
Yeah, look good. Everything
good
got funneled to the
defense.
nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
They got the fastest receivers in the league right now. I'm telling you, it's just like how you like him, bro. He built that team the way you like to play. That's what I thought about
in
you.
that conference over there.
Oh, you got up top.
Williams to throw on third down. He will find
Yeah,
Davis
up
on the
top.
left side complete.
Who else?
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right
gotta
from the
look at
get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a
see it,
start.
man.
But
Go
I think
ahead,
this is part of where
go ahead,
scripting
finish your
comes
game.
in.
I'm
We
gonna
always
take
hear
a shower
about the
real quick,
scripting
and
of
I'll
plays,
drop
how
Okay,
they're
I'll
going to
send
be
it to
called.
you.
Everyone dress rehearses their script, and
Okay,
right
I'll
now
plug
they're
the mic
following
in.
it to a T.
And for that
All
opening
right,
drive, so
your
far
number's
the
still the
script's
same,
to
Danny?
come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Williams. Off the play fake. He's going to let this go deep. Back. It's caught at the 10.
Oh, come on.
A big play
You
there
just
from
cheated me right
Minnesota.
there.
And even 40 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain.
on,
Get
baby.
downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make
Damn,
it second
man.
and goal.
Watching that
Big
run
ass
takes
play.
me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Second and goal from the 1. They give it to him running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Daniel Carlson now for the Viking field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that.
Damn.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's run, Bella, let's run. 3 down, 3 down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Williams now. Off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now Williams from the gun, he'll throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
No, he can't get off the line.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Looking to throw. Williams able to find Shaheen here. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Williams. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Williams operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
There you go, Chicago. Let's go, baby.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's Williams to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Down right around the 25. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. With the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
Williams now on first and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw. Williams loses the football. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10.
Flex round. Flex round.
Now Williams on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Ohio! Ohio! 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Motion, motion.
From the gun, Williams. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Williams from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Oh, man. Come on.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime
He had
report.
a chance
Coach,
to catch that ball, man.
we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And past the 30 down to about the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll run it here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Ooh,
and maybe a
nice.
measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Damn. How the hell the nigga got me behind the line?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll go on the ground. Look at the spin. Balance. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Oh, come on.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Come on, baby.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Damn.
Williams now throwing on 1st down. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Williams is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Williams on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Damn, ain't nobody get out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Williams. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And And they'll go with the ground attack here. And now the spin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Oh, they just cheated me, man. How the hell you going to make me use a timeout?
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Williams. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll try and sneak it here. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with 7 seconds remaining. And the Bears have broken the tie. Parkey adds the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body, getting to him before he can get started.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bears, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win.